So, people, welcome to the, I would say, almost last session of FA Times. In the evening, we will have the kind of virtual party, but like for some special, like some serious topic is this one. This is the last one, and this will be about. It's like the name was branding and online promotion. It will be mainly about the branding, but there will be also part where we will be talking about online promotion a little bit, but still it will be under topic called branding. So we'll be mainly focusing on this. Maybe you heard, like you heard about Blue Book and Isaac brand in your induction days, but this will be focused a little bit in a different way. I just want to give you like overview about like a little bit what is branding for sure, but then we will like more focus how to work with branding in the LCs and how to align the branding and like how to contribute and support to the building the brand of Isaac in the Czech Republic, how to contribute in LCs. We have 1 hour for it, and I guess maybe it will be a little bit shorter, and then we will go directly to closing. So we have like together 1 hour and a half. So we will see how it will be. Cool. So yeah, you're fussy. It's me, Jose MCP Marketing again. And so we'll be talking today mainly about the branding. And here is the agenda of the session. So the first we will be talking about the brand, like specifically what is it and why we need it and so on. Then there will be the rule of 3 C's, which is somehow guideline for keeping the brand, or let's say it's guideline for branding and for building the brand. And then the last thing will be internal branding, which is more connected to the membership and to every one of you. So, brand. This is the first topic. Um, what comes to your mind when you hear word brand? Type it in the chat. You can the first thing that came to your mind. Supreme, cool. Uh huh. Coherence, identity, feeling. Very good. Uh huh. Cool logo. Coca Cola. Yeah. Logos. Cool. It can be even like if you think of a company or something else. What came to your mind when you hear word brand or branding? Money. Mm-hmm. Feelings. How do people are talking about themselves? Yeah, that's good. That's good. Something else. I still see VPs writing. It's something from new members or XPs. Yeah, value as well. Visual side. Yeah, all the things that you wrote are basically right because brand is kind of like the roof of everything. Let's say that you have in the company. For me, when you will say brand, for me, what comes to my mind is like this one. These two logos, but also like I mean mainly the company. So Apple and Nike, because I really admire like these two companies for how strong branding and how strong brand they have. For sure, behind it is not just that they have nice logo and they are putting it everywhere, but behind this logo and behind the companies, it's uh, mm, I hate only noise. It's me or let's see, let's go. Okay, someone else, right? We can turn off your mic, all of you, because Lucka cannot hear, and I don't know who is it. Just to be focused on the session. Cool. Um, so yeah, these two companies. So behind the company and behind the logo mainly, it's really like strong brand strategy and brand strategy, but also good product. Because if you are like selling shit product, then you can have like really good strategy, but it doesn't matter because people will not like your product and they will not be buying it. So this is the main thing. But like first thing that came to my mind was like these two companies and these two logos. So the definition of brand itself, I'm sure that how some of you already know it, but the definition of brand is a name, term, design, or symbol, or any other feature that identifies one seller's good or service as distinct from those of other sellers. So basically, brand is something what makes your company different from the others. What makes your product or your service different from other companies. So let's say in ISEC, like when you will see when you see our vision, our brand, or like our main difference is leadership. That's why we are trying to promote that we are developing leadership, because this is our brand. This is something that is different from other companies, and this is how we want to be perceived in the customers, in our customers' eyes. So it can be, as you were writing, it can be in brand. There is logo, visual identity. What we were writing else? Logos. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, identity, logo, color, some brand elements, whatever. Everything is in brand. So branding is absolutely critical to be business because of the overall impact it makes on your company. Branding can change how people perceive your brand. It can drive new businesses and increase brand awareness. So now, just like if we are talking about brand, like word brand is, there is like everything. There is literally like the logo element, I don't know, some slogan or something like this. There is everything. But word branding is for sure connected to brand, but branding is that you are like how you are working with the brand, how you are working with all of the elements and with all of the like logos, colors, and so on. So this is branding. So branding is absolutely critical for the company, because you can have like, on the other hand, you can have like awesome product, but if you are not putting there your logo, you are not promoting that this is your product, or you are not putting the name of the company there, then probably people will be using it, but your brand will not have awareness because they will not know that the product is yours. So this is also one side how it can end up. And branding is important because not only is it what makes a memorable impression on consumers, but it allows your customers and clients to know what to expect from your company. So this second sentence is really important. As Misha was writing, I guess it was Misha and Tinka as well. It's about the feelings, so how people feel about your brand and how people are talking about it. If you will imagine the brand, you can imagine brand as some person. If the companies or like the brands are trying to give their company some like um, human, how to say, um, like you can imagine brand as a human, for example, because what you will also set for your brand is how it will be the voice of your brand, how it will be the behaviors and so on, because you are trying to get really close. You are trying to get really close relationship with your customers, and this is how you can, yeah, how you can have it if you will make from your brand like person, let's say. So it's also important what is the feeling from the brand of the customers, and then also to know what to expect from the company. So for sure, if you are really like building your brand, if you are really trying to build your brand with like good product, good promotion, and so on, then the people will know, and the product is good, then the people will know that if they will buy the like one product or like more products, they will know that they have the same quality. So this is really important. So we can say that brand is the soul of the company, basically, because brand is in every departure of the company. It's in every part of the company. It's also external but internal. So you have it also like for the not members, yeah, like members in ISEC, for example. But mainly, if you are talking about companies, you have branding for employers, employers, I hope I'm saying it right. And then you have also like external branding. So this is something that brand is like literally everywhere in the company, and it's something that is connected also with the vision and with the mission of the company. So this is also connected with the brand. So now I will play you video. I there is like there is no sound. It like the important thing is like written in the text, so you can just like you don't need sound for it. So cool. I hope it wasn't that it has like I was watching on the phone because I'm connected on the phone and it was like lagging a little bit. So then I will also send you the link. So I hope you understand a little bit to it. But what I would point out from the video, what is really important, is that you saw there that brands are created by you, or brands are what you say they are. So this is a really like powerful quote, because um, in the end you can have like good branding, you can have like amazing logo, you can have nice colors and everything, but in the end if your customers are not satisfied with your services or with your products, and they are saying that you are not good brand and they don't trust you, then other people, or like it will spread, and then other people will not trust you. So it's just up to customers how they will perceive the brand, and we as a company or as an organization, we really need to strive for the like being the best in the eyes of our customers and be really trustful. So you make the brands, you as a customers, but also you unmake them. So this was something that you really need to take forward, like from the video, and this is something that you need to think about it. As when you are doing, this is something that we need to think about in every activity what we are doing, because people or like our customers, they can really easy make our brand more powerful, but they can really easy like hate our brand and they can hate our organization. So this is something that is really crucial. So every person can make a difference. As I was saying, every person can make a difference how the people are perceiving the brand. Because one person, for example, if you will have uh, one person who is not satisfied with the product, then he will say it to his family, to his friends, and so on. Then you will have like more people who didn't buy the product because someone else said that is not good. Then you will have like 10, 15, maybe 20 people. Then it will be spreading, and then you will lose a lot of potential customers. So every person can make a difference in terms of brand, how he is perceiving it. And in this, I would love to ask you, what was the last time you were promoter or detractor of some company, and why? So, for example, when and what was the last time when you were hating some product, or on the other hand, where you were loving some product and you were like promoting it or telling it to your family or to your friends? When was the last time, and why? Why was that? Type in the chat, or you can talk. It's up to. Vosíme. Mm-hmm. McDonald's because I really need it in my village. Uh huh. All the time when I like something which I feel with add value to someone's life. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Something else or someone else? Okay. Mm, so yeah, as Misha was writing, all the time when I like something which I feel if it can add value to someone's life. So for sure, this is one way how you can also spread like the awareness about your brand or about your company. If the people are recommending the product because they feel that it can help the other people as well. So there is a question how we as Isaac can influence brand trust, awareness, and reputation. How we can influence all of these elements with our activities, and how every one of us can influence it, and to like basically how every company can influence this. There is something which is called a rule of three C's, and the three C's represent first clarity, second is consistency, and the third thing is constancy. So these three C's are, let's say, the guideline or the elements which will influence the three things as I was describing before: the trust of the brand, reputation, and the last thing, the awareness. Or I was saying just the three elements. So the first one is clarity. So clarity means that we know exactly who we are. We know what is our vision. We know what is our mission, and also we know what we are trying to achieve. So we know what is our goal. So this is something that we have the clarity. Who are we? Who is the organization that we are part of? And we know what we want to achieve, and we are going for it. And maybe the most important thing is we know what we are doing on daily basis. This is the clarity that we have, that we know what is our goal and we know what we are doing on daily basis in our organization. So this is the first point. This is the clarity. Then the second thing is consistency. We are what we say we are. So when we have the clarity that we know who are we and what is our goal, then the second part, like really important second part, is consistency, that we are what we say we are. So this is that we are, for example, if we will take example from Isaac, we are what we say we are represents that we know that we are developing leadership, and we are communicating this. We are communicating that through exchanges we are developing leadership, and we are not communicating that people can just go travel, and that's our main goal. People travel, like send people for traveling. This is not our main goal. Our goal is developing leadership, and this is what we are communicating. So this is the first point. Then second point, that we are aligned in every activity and in every city, which means that even though we have 10 LCs, and we have more than 20 people in marketing, and also like more entities and so on, we need to be aligned in every activity and in every city to the specific campaign that we are running. We need to be aligned with activities what we are doing, and also be aligned to the goal and to the what we want to achieve. So this is very important, that we need to be really aligned, and everyone in the FA knows what he needs to do, what we need to communicate, and so on. And the third thing is long term, because like this consistency is not something that you will build it from like in 1 week. This is something that is building more than few months. Like this is something that we need to build like really in long term point of view. So probably yes, it's changing in ISEC really fast, because you are changing the people on the VP position every year. But this is something that we still need to keep, because this is really long term run. So we need to be consistent in our action and in our activities every year and every month and every day. And the third part, it's constancy. So it means that we are part of our market. We are having regular touch points with our customers, and that it means that we are using every channel what we have, but not we are not using the channel that we are there like for 2 weeks, then 1 month nothing, then we are here again, and so on. This means that we are using the channels and we are using them regularly. So we have the regular touch points with our customers. It means that we are planning, we are planning the activities in advance, and we are having let's say 1 week roadshow, second week 3 class out, 1 week roadshow, and fourth week we are having class outs again. It's about that we are really trying to find the regular touch points with our customers, that they will get us know more, and they will get us like we will get in their mind that we are still here and we have still these regular touch points, and they can approach us and so on. So we are regularly visible in our market. So this is really important, because I don't know if you know the it's called the rule of seven. I would say seven interactions. I'm not sure, but in average, like people before they will buy some product, they need to get seven interaction in average. They need to get seven interaction with the brand. So it's not just that they will see that we are doing roadshow and it's like, oh yeah, so I will go and exchange. Like it will not be working like that. Probably for sure, if someone is like really into it, he will go and he will say yes, I want to go for exchange and so on. But like most important, more often will be happening that the people needs like more touch point with us. So it's not just about one activity or about one roadshow, about one event, but it's mainly about the regular touch points, having the timeline set in advance, and that will be really like visible in our market and in the university. So we are using every channel regularly. So now I would like to ask you, how do you think that we can ensure that we will be keeping the three C's? How we will ensure that we will be keeping that we will have clarity, then that we will be constant in our communication, and we will have consistency in our actions. And if you can, you can just say it, or you can type it in chat. Any it can be any idea. promote ISEC aligned to Blue Book. Yes, for sure, this is one way. Keep in touch with EPs and use them for the next promotion. Uh-huh. Yes, it can be also the way. Someone else has an idea how we can keep this? Everything, everything I'm thinking about is already mentioned in the Blue Book. Like it doesn't matter if it mentioned in the Blue Book. It's you can just say your opinion. What do you think? How we can ensure it? You can imagine how, for example, we can ensure it in the in your LCs. Give a clear info about how to contact us when person is interested. Uh huh. Okay, someone else has idea. Cool. So um, to ensure that we will be following or we will be keeping the rule of three C's in our organization, mainly first is that we will be following guidelines, that we'll be following Blue Book, marketing standards, and every guideline what we have, like official guideline what we have for the activities, and we will be trying to align to it. Then second thing, this is really important, is that we will be educated on how to communicate ISEC, and mainly the third point is be aligned with the current campaign. So these 2 points are really important to educate ourselves how to communicate ISEC, the ISEC way of selling. We will know what's the current campaign, how we should communicate the products to it, and so on. Then the first thing, it's really important be thoughtful about how and what activities are we doing, because yes, like we are open for brainstorming and doing new type of activities and new type of humans for sure. Like this is something that we still like need to have. We need to be innovative and so on. But still, we need to be thoughtful about how this activity is contributing to our vision and to our main goal, which is developing leadership and giving the opportunities for the people. So we need to be really thoughtful about that. Then for sure, most important, like really important thing, cooperate. This is something that we really need to cooperate between each other, between the LCs and also in the teams. And the last point, which is connected to this, it's sharing successes and failures. So if you'll be really sharing what activities are working, what is not working, and what is working really good, and so on. If you'll be sharing if you'll be sharing this between LCs, then we can really together build the brand, and we can really raise the awareness of ISEC in the Czech Republic. So all for sure, there's like more things. I'm pretty sure that you have in your LCs how to keep like these three C's and how to word it and so on. I just like put this there because this is, I think these are the most important things that we need to follow. So every one of us is a brand ambassador of ISEC. Every one of us can make a difference. How the other people are perceiving ISEC and how other people are feeling about ISEC. So every one of us is a brand ambassador. This is really important. I want you to remember this, because with every activity what you are doing, with every picture or Insta stories or something else, if you are putting out something about ISEC, you are still creating some awareness about ISEC. So every one of us is a brand ambassador of ISEC. And as I said, every one of us makes a difference. So if you will have, uh, for example, if you will have class shout, one class shout for 20 people, and you will be communicating something else, or you will be saying like something else than we should say, then it makes a difference, because then 20 people will know like that Isaac is something different, and they can say to someone else like this is something that we need to be like thoughtful about how we are doing the activities and what we are communicating, because this is so important for us to keep the brand and to build the brand and build the awareness. And now we are coming to the internal branding, which is part of the company brand as well, but this is focused on members and on the like on the internal side of the company. So, internal branding is a corporate strategy to enable and motivate employees to not only keep the brand promise but to live it. So, this is really important, that the brand is not just for external world, just for like to sell your products and to create some relationship with your customers. But brand is also for the for the members or for the people who are part of the organization to live it. So live the brand and have it something as a family. And in ISEC, that's why to build not just the external brand but also build the brand inside the organization. That's why we have LC's culture. That's why we have team culture. That's why we have hoodies, roll calls, topalki, and so on. All of these things are helping to build the culture on or like the LC's culture, on the entity culture, and so on. And this is helping to build the brand of ISEC not just in the Czech Republic but ISEC overall. So all of these things are designed to create somehow some environment, some family, let's say, and support the brand that people can really live ISEC. To build the brand, specifically in ISEC, we need to be proud ISECers. This is something that um, it can be really like simple to say, but it's really not hard to live. But this is something that we really still need to keep in mind. That being proud ISECers is something that this is our value, and to build a brand or like to keep the brand, we need to live this. We need to be proud that we are ISECers, and I think this is the most important part of the internal branding. I would say that you are proud that you are part of this organization, and you are proud that you can be in this environment and you can work for it. Second thing is showcase our activities. I'm pretty sure that you can also see in Instagram, if you are checking like other companies and so, or if people are working in the company and they are really enjoying to being in some company, they are like showcasing the activities on Instagram. For example, they are putting pictures like, today we have um, today we are working with this client or something like this. So you can like really see that people are trying to showcase the company. And the same in the same way, we also need to work like this. If we want to really like, if we love the brand, if we are proud ISECers, and we want other people know that there is something like ISEC, that we are really love to living ISEC, then we also need to showcase our activities, and we need to open, let's say, ISEC for other people, that they can really see what we are doing and what we are striving to achieve. The third thing is talk about ISEC. It's connecting to the showcase our activities, but talk about ISEC. What we are doing, what that we are sending like people in exchange, what is our vision, and so on. Just like talk about ISEC. I'm not telling you now go out and talk about ISEC to like say about ISEC to everyone outside, but it's just like to think about it, that if we really want to build a brand, if we want to keep it and we want to raise the awareness, this is something that we need to talk about ISEC, and we need to showcase our activities. And yeah, then there is a part, be visible, because in this modern in this world, when like there is a lot of companies and a lot of online companies that they are promoting online and so on. So there is like literally fight for attention of the customers, and to earn this attention and to earn the customers that they will go on exchange with us, we really need to be visible. And the best thing how to be visible is through the people, because ISEC is like made of people. Let's say the people are the core of the organization, and if we'll be showcasing our activities, we will be proud that we are part of this organization, and we will be talk about ISEC. Then we will be visible. Our brand will be really visible and can just help us. So the DNA of ISEC is in the people that are part of it. As I was saying, people are core of this organization, and this is something that we still need to keep in mind. That if the internal branding, if us, the people, will be not proud that we are ISECers, and we will not be enjoying to participate in the activities and so on, then probably the brand will not be working also in on the external side of the organization, because everything is connected. The external branding is connected with the internal branding as well. So now I would love to ask you, how can I support brand building in ISEC, and how can I spread brand awareness? Just you can just think about it for a while, and then if you can type it to chat, or you can say it like, how do you think that you can support the brand building, and how can you spread the brand awareness? Even with small action, if you have some like small ideas or something else, you can just type it. Every action make a difference. Post Instagram photo in LC hoodie. Yeah, sure. This is also one way. Exchange and have own experience and share them. Uh-huh. Yeah, it can for sure. It can be exchange. This is like, let's say, huge step or like big step. Um, okay, guys. What about the others? There is 19 people, and I have just two answers. I guess talk about it in front of friends, maybe Instagram stories about what we do. Also go on exchange and talk about it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Cooperate with university. Also, this is one way. Resharing post. Yes, exactly. Cool. So I have some suggestions, or Asana, same as Tinka, talk about what it is, and if someone thinks it's something different, correct them. Yes, sure. Yeah, this is important. That there can be sometimes like misunderstanding. So for sure, you can like correct the people. Yeah, exactly. It can be mainly that people think that ISEC does ISEC cards and stuff. Yeah, it's the most common misunderstanding. Um, So, how can you support the brand building of ISEC? First of all, yes, I put it there before and I put it there now. be proud ISECer, because if you are not proud being in ISEC, if you are not proud to be part of this organization, probably you will not like you will not be sharing the things, you will not be talking about ISEC and so on. So this is something that probably then you will not be that much helping to the brand. So the first thing that we really need to be proud, and we really need to want to be in this organization. Second thing, showcase how you are working for ISEC. So as someone wrote, just like posting a picture with the LLC hoodie, or posting a picture, oh, we have now meeting with company, or we have now meeting with person who wants to go on exchange, or it can be just Insta stories and so on. This is really important because showcasing, I would say, is really important for the whole organization, and this can help us a lot. Participate in touch points and activities for sure. Participate in either in promotional activities like roadshow events and so on, or also in LCM and in all the LC touch points and activities. This is also important. And then the last thing, which is engage in social media posts, as Sandra was writing, resharing posts. So this is really small step what you can do basically every day, is to engage in social on our social media in our posts that we are putting there. I wanted to talk about it a little bit more. This is the part with the online promotion, because this is something that can help not just us in MC, like on national channels, but this is will help you as well in the LCs. How you can get more people and how you can spread the awareness about ISEC. So social media post, your support is really important in this, because we are now focusing, I just need to correct this sentence. We are now focusing more on our engagement posts on Facebook and Instagram. This is something that currently with my NSTs, we are trying to put there like more during this quarantine. We are trying to put there like more engagement posts, and there is like questions or polls or something like that. So in this, we really need your support. So on our social media, it doesn't mean that you will be taking, like, you will be trying to engage like in every post, even if doesn't make any sense for you. But what is more important than what I'm saying is that find the post that is relevant for you. If there will be something about, I don't know, we will be putting bucket list in quarantine. So for example, if you are this person like who are like, yes, I'm home, so I need to like try this and I want to try this and so on, put there the bucket list. But if you are someone who doesn't do like bucket list, or who are not like interested in it, just you don't have to do it just because I'm saying it. It's something that you really, it's better if you will really find some relevant post for you, and then you will engage. So yeah, like an engagement in the comments, this is something that is really helping us, because if you are commenting the post and liking and sharing and so on, this is something that is helping, like on Facebook and on Instagram, that the algorithm on the social media is like making this post like more, like the algorithm sees that the post is more relevant and more, how to say, um, more, like the post has more interaction, so it's the, like Facebook or Instagram, they are putting it like more to the front for other people as well. So it's helping us with the reach, also not just for our cycle but for external people as well. So yes, you can also share the picture on your profile, but as I was saying, if it makes sense for you, it doesn't make sense if you be sharing like every single post without any caption or without any text just because you must. It's really better if you will share, I don't know, one post per week, or I don't know, one post per 2 weeks. It's really up to you, but just if the post makes sense for you. So this is important that you will also have some commitment to the post and to the type of the post that we are putting there. So all of these things will really help us, and it will also help you in your LCs, that you will spread the awareness about ISEC, and then the people will see us more on social media, and then they can really like get to know ISEC better, and then they can really they can also go and exchange with us. So this is something that will be really helping us. Cool. So about branding, this is all. Do you have any question to it, or any doubts, or anything you want to ask about branding and so on?